KJ got the lens?
Change out first.
Okay. Which lens do you want?
Ultra wide?
Papa Z.
Yeah. Come to, right. Hold on. Take the lens, Steven.
It's a 3, isn't it?
Yeah. Keep it. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
You need help? And hand off if you want.
You need Jason.
You just grab that face.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm not beer. Hi, David.
You're right. Oh, Lord. Happy soda? You okay here? Yeah. All right. I just got it. I'll give you some food.
You get in there, Jake?
Hold on, Aaron. Hold on. Hold it, you know.
I understand.
It was caught on the thing down here. That's fine. Steven,
Awesome. Show me the other Polaroid with the other lens.
you want me to do?
That's great. Stay right there. Hold it.
You and I certainly have one thing in common. They were both from Compton. And I know I came up in Compton at a time when it was just a place where we lived, we grew, we came up, and that was the life, whatever it was. What was your dream when you were a child? What did you want to do with yourself as an adult?
Before I tell you that, I got to tell you something. I got to correct it. See, I'm from Compton. You live in Compton. It's different.
Well, you're going to explain that difference, because I lived there until I was 17 years old.
So the difference is, there's a lot of people that
You talking about the street?
No, so a lot of people that live in Compton, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they go outside and they go, okay, I live in Compton, I go to school, I have to come home, I have to play Atari, Nintendo, or not. Then you got people from Compton who ran around in Compton, participated in everything that went on in Compton. If it was a neighborhood party, if it was a neighborhood fight, if it was a neighborhood football game, that's from Compton. But
so you don't think I did that?
Oh, you probably did that.
Yeah, that's a whole other conversation.
I understand.
But if you were saying street, Compton, and...
I'm just messing with you. You probably did.
What did you want to do? What was your dream as a child? When you said, I'm going to grow up, this is what I want to do. What was the dream?
What happened was, I went to Foster, and I was in Compton. I went to elementary school, and they had different people come to, come to class and talk to us about careers, and ask each kid in the class, what you want to be when you grow up? What you want to be when you grow up? I told them I wanted to be a football player. Because when I was 5 years old, my father put my age up to 7, 8 years old, and I played football. That's when I first started playing organized football. First year I played, I got an extra trophy, it was cool. But when I decided I wanted to be a football player, it was like, there's nothing in the world more hard than to do to become a professional football player, so pick something else. You won't make it. I thought about it. There wasn't nothing else I wanted to do. I said, look, this is what I'm going to do. So that's what I followed up. And I've always been the type of person where in class, I've always been one of those, I want to make my own shit up. Like if the teacher say, well, write this, and, we finna have a spelling test, and we finna do mathematics, I was like, I ain't doing it. Then they say, well, draw something, tell a story. I get to tell them, look, I'm going to be a president here, I'm going to do this. I've always been the type of person that just have a dream of having a whole bunch of shit and bring all my friends along and make something happen. So I just want to be me. I never set out to say I want to be this, but football was my goal. And when I got to that level where football was, it was like for a lot of athletes and the coaches, it was a whole different twist than I thought it was. So It sort of disappointed me, so I decided to do something else.
But it sounded like you always did have the dream in mind to be the head of, and like you said, bringing people along with you.
Yeah, I felt that family and unity and love is the most important thing you have. And if people feel that other things stronger than love, there's nothing stronger than love. Love and hate is the same thing. People might say, well, Suge way out, he can be mean. That's love. It's the same thing. Love is good, love is bad. So, either way it goes, love is the most important thing. I just want to be part of a family, which I've always been part of a family.
Let's just change takes. Oh, one more question here. Okay, with George Price, so, Papa G.
Papa Hollywood.
Papa Hollywood, that's right. You named him Papa Hollywood, didn't you?
Yeah, Papa Hollywood.
Why'd you name him Papa Hollywood?
Well, he's the grandfather of, Death Row. And there's nobody in the business more Hollywood than Papa Hollywood. He know how to sit and blend with all of them. He know how to do all the Hollywood stuff. Yeah. And, we was in Hawaii. Everybody else got shorts on, T-shirts on, just take the shirt off, it's all right. Papa Hollywood would come out there with the little Dr. boat shoes on, socks rolled down, shades, an umbrella, all the extra stuff. Bottle of champagne, So, but he was that missing link that Death Row was missing, so it was cool.
Really? Yeah. It sounds like he is certainly part of the family, no doubt about that, but an invaluable part of the family.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because he's your link to the media. He's the one that keeps us coming. We keep, like the cover of Vibe magazine, for example, which was a dynamite picture, that whole concept.
Before Papa Hollywood, we was getting used. Like you had a talent, and you got the credibility, and everybody else was using us. They were saying, if you want Snoop, give us 4 9 Blinds. If you want this, give us this, give us that. They was trading something. And then when Papa Hollywood came, he came and said, look, this is Death Row. If you want Death Row, you got to deal with Death Row. And by us trusting him, we backed it. Like if somebody called me like you called me, you can be cool, I can meet you at a club, meet you at a restaurant, I don't care if you got a miniskirt on. You said, look, we want to do an interview. We ain't doing shit unless you talk to Papa Hollywood. So we get each other back like that. So that gave him, we put him in power.
So a little short skirt wouldn't help.
Oh, I ain't tricky.
Let's change tape.
Like if a person writes something, they should get paid for the shit they wrote. They should get the credibility to say they wrote it. If they produce it, they should get paid for producing it, and they should get paid, and their credibility for letting the world know they produce it. In the past, a lot of record companies are built where people will pick the star. They go and say, okay, you are a producer. So everybody who do the tracks, we're going to say, you done it. They didn't do it. We're going to take it from you because y'all too young. You're only 18 years old. This person older, so we're going to give him all the credit. So that's a bad mistake for Death Row or anybody else to do. So my vision is to say, look, let all the young guys know if they come to Death Row and they produce the track, they get their credibility, they get their money. Same thing with the artists. That's one vision we have, and that's what we're definitely doing right now. And the other vision is that we're making we give something for everybody. Because if we do so much stuff for the community and for the kids, we just can't say we're just going to do hardcore rap. Like now, we got R&B, we got Miss Chalet, we got Daddy Boy, we got a couple more groups, we got Hammer. That's saying a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, because one of the things, my vision with Death Row going to be the people who say what's good and what's bad. Because a lot of times people will look at an artist or look at a producer and say they're not happening no more. It's over with. So we were sitting down and it was a conversation even with Hammer. I still felt that Hammer was the best entertainer in the business. So the minute the record sales stopped, and a lot of other people felt that it wasn't good no more for their benefit, they wanted to shy away from them. Me, Tupac, and Snoop were sitting down. Let me cut that off. My pants are on ghetto. You're going to feel ghetto.
Okay. take the boy out the ghetto.
Yeah, I don't know about no boys.
I didn't mean you particularly. Okay.
You got one pass. It's cool.
That's all right.
Another thing is we got a little circle.
Yeah.
Like in our circle consists of 4 guys.
Yeah.
Is myself, Tupac, and Snoop. So we sat down, we was eating and we was conversating, and me and Hammer go way back. So we was like, yeah, people trying to say Hammer's, shit at the bar no more. So everybody's like, wait a minute, it ain't their decision to say what's good and what's not good, it's our decision. So we said, okay, we finna call Hammer and put Hammer on death row. And we're gonna go in there and make a record and make Hammer go sell all the records that he normally would sell and show the world. Because there's a lot of people imitating what Death Row does for us, putting records out there. So the future is to kill all the little games, the little kiddie stuff, saying who better and who's the best and who started this, who didn't. What we're gonna do for Death Row, we're gonna put out like about anywhere 6 or 10 records out a year. Only time other people are able to sell records on our style is when we put a record out there. Then they'll remember what we do, and they say, okay, Snoop did it like this, so-and-so did it like that. So they'll go and copy the music, copy the lyrics, try to act like them, try to sound like them, and then for the fans, they'll be missing Snoop, so they'll go buy the next person. So it might not be his style, but, they'll still buy it because, they're missing what we've put out there. So our whole goal now is to, get that done for us, getting records out there, and for us, Death Row myself, goal is I want Death Row to be, which it will be, more like a Warner Brothers, Sony, a MCA, for we're going to distribute other artists for their labels. I don't want to go to a situation where Snoop got his own label. He said, look, this is my groups. I'm trying to put my compilation together. I'm trying to put my group together. I don't want to be going, okay, good, give it to me. They on Death Row. I don't want to do it like that. I want to be so, okay, Doggy Style is your label. Okay, Doggy Style, Death Row. Death Row is now like Time Warner. The only thing different between Death Row and Time Warner, we still down there with the streets. Our hearts there, we won't cross them.
How do you stay with the streets, though? Because I don't know, do you still live in Compton?
I got a house in Compton.
You got a house in Compton?
And I'll be there, I'm going to tell you like this, I hit Compton at least, I'm in Compton every day. And I'm staying in my house in Compton at least 2-3 nights out the week. So I ain't one of those.
It's not difficult then to stay in contact with where you came from.
No, how you going to be scared of something that you are?
And I'm not saying being afraid, I'm just saying,
How you going to be too good at something that where you came from? The talent is in the ghetto. When I say ghetto, I'm a ghetto nigga, period, right? When I say ghetto, I don't mean tore down, ran down, because there's a lot of money in Compton. It's people have more respect for their cars and the way they dress in Compton than they do in Beverly Hills. You get people in Beverly Hills, you can look at the awards. People in Beverly Hills with money, they might show up there with jeans on, toe up, and shoes. They don't care. You get people in Compton, they come to work, they finna be clean. Those girls finna take their counting checks, whatever it is, they have finna be done, they finna look good. And every person with money, who they want? They be feeding off those ghetto women with that pretty look, naturally beautiful.
Let me ask you something. That currently, there's one group of people that would love to use as an excuse, white people won't let me do this, that, and the other. I see none of that in you. Can you talk to us about entrepreneurialism? You are a true capitalist. You don't seem like the kind of person that walks into a wall and says, oh, the wall's here, I can't go through it. I think you make a door when you come to a wall. Can you talk to young black people, especially the ones who feel like somebody's holding them back?
Ain't nobody holding nobody back. You gotta look at something. Let me say it like this. I know people say don't curse. I'm a fuck up. Well, Suge Knight do something, they know I'm a fuck up, so they ain't no big problem. Now, if a fuck up like me can do something to make it, anybody can make it. All through from school, from elementary to high school to college, people looked at me a certain way. Like, he gonna get in trouble, this gonna happen, that's gonna happen. And I feel that, and I felt that I changed my life around and made it work for being an entrepreneur. A lot of people try to put a color thing in it. They be going like, well, they don't want me to make it because I'm black.
Right.
In the music business, it's prejudice, but it's not black and white. It's young and old. Because, the older people used to be the ones where say, oh, you got some groups, you want to be an entrepreneur? Give me all you got, give me your money, and I'll put your stuff out. I mean, I knew some of the people who they call themselves legends in the music business who've been the biggest disappointments in the world. And I used to never say nothing negative about them, no interviews, no nothing, because I felt it didn't matter. I mean, I knew Dick Griffey. Now, I knew Dick from since I was a youngster. And when I used to come to Dick with groups, He said, okay, I want you to loan me some money first. Number one. Well, let me sell you a studio that I don't own, but Sony owns, but I say I own it, and it's yours. And, you know, we bought it, which it wasn't his to sell. Then he'll turn around and wait till you get all the stuff you got done for his discovering Snoop Dogg and make sure he have money for his being there with the studio with him, make sure shit go all right. Then he'll tell you, well, I don't believe in rap music. I don't want to deal with no rapper. I don't want to deal with a DJ Quick. But all of a sudden, when it hits, he want to turn around and say, give it to me, it's mine, I want it. So it leaves a bitter taste in your mouth when it comes to for older black men in the business, because I would say men, males, because these clowns who call themselves men ain't no, you know, they ain't no man, they males. They walking around trying to take from them, you know, the youngsters and turn into their wealth, because they went how they went and got out of touch. So, you know, you got to deal with a lot. When you're a young entrepreneur, you can deal with the older black men in the business that try to steal what you got. You can deal with the women who's gold diggers who try to take what you got. Then you can deal with the guys who's jealous of you, who try to lie on you and put you in jail. Then you have to deal with the police who might be jealous of you, who try to put you in jail. So you got a lot on your plate to deal with. But if you stay true to yourself and be a man about it, if you're a man and you're a man of God, you can deal with it. Right now, I ain't saying I want to go to jail. If I went to jail, you ain't going to see me up there crying. You ain't going to see me hanging myself. You're going to see me in jail calling home saying, everybody all right? Y'all got some money? Everything good? That type of stuff. So that's the type of thing that we're up against that we got to deal with. So it's sort of crazy.
Yeah, you should be that encouraging young people who, because I get tired of that talk about we can't do it because somebody's holding us back. And then we see examples like you, and we're like, wait a minute, somebody's got to be right. Either you're lying or they're lying.
Right.
So it's very interesting.
Well, the other thing I'm saying, not to cut you off, is a lot of the entrepreneurs who make it, it's not really the youngsters' fault. That's our fault. It's my duty to go back and get them some game and say, look, I made it like this. Because majority of the people who make it, they didn't come from the ghetto. They weren't no street brothers. They was like, they do it for a gimmick, and I hate that. I hate to see a rapper, I hate to see an entrepreneur, I hate to see somebody who grew up in a all-white neighborhood or a middle-class area, right? Never participated in nothing, no drama, nothing before going in the ghetto. College graduate, there's nothing wrong with being a college graduate. I did it. But they was one of those straight A students, you know, everything was perfect. Then all of a sudden, rap come out. They want to dress all kind of ways. They want to call themselves a gangster. They want to call themselves a street person. They want to say, you know, it's a problem with Death Row and Suge Knight and Snoop and Tupac against me. It's a war. That's the most craziest thing I ever heard of in my life. I get no stripes for slapping a female. I don't hit women. Or I'm a prayer in the week. So how I'm a war with a guy who ain't no man? You know, I don't have nothing against nobody out there who doing their thing. You doing your thing, you do it. But don't do an interview and say, well, the biggest war is between Death Row and my company. Death Row a whole other level. If they had a problem with us, we don't have a problem with nobody. Everybody know where we at 24/7. Either at the studio or at the office. If there's an event going on, we're going to be the first ones in the front row having fun. At the Super Bowl, we're going to be there betting and cheering. So we're not the one high. And there's a lot of people who make up like stories to try to get themselves famous. I get themselves some yellow power. That's the wrong way to do it. You know, if you're going to do it right. If you're going to be with Death Row, that's what it is.
Let me ask the last question.
What's it called?
Back to Tupac.
Okay. Well, I'm talking about, since you're on that little title, this is the way I we'll talk about different looks. We're going to do some looks for, we'll do some glamour stuff. We'll do some of your young looks, like your little teddy bear outfit. We'll talk about that. Now, since it's a single black female, we want to capture all of you. We capture some young looks this year. Once you come to court, it's trial Monday morning. We're doing a support thing on Monday. There's a lot of people down there, a lot of artists. Can you be down there at 8:30? Well, we can't. The artists will get into court, but we're trying to have the halls and stuff lined with you.
Yeah.
Okay. Usually, I'm having Ken Nahum fly in from New York. He's the bomb as a photographer. We've worked together for years when I had my magazine. So I'm going to have him come in to shoot your pictures, and what I thought we should do today is kind of discuss some looks. Now, since your album is called Single Black Female, yeah, I thought we should do some examples of varied single black females. We do a look of you, your little girl look, you know, like with that teddy bear outfit that you have and the little skirt and stuff. We can do some more sophisticated things, with your hair up, some gowns and that kind of thing. And some young mom stuff. You know, we want to show, what we need to show is the various levels of single black females, to show that many of them are single mothers, all that kind of thing.
Summer independent.
Yeah, so how you feel about that?
I think that's a good idea. I mean, today I'm just like, I'm looking for a man, because I'm a single black female.
Yeah.
But, you know, some days I'm mommy and some days I'm me.
That's right.
And then, you know, every day, some days I go on sweatpants and people go, Miss Elaine, and I go, oh, God, because I have no makeup on.
Yeah.
So I want to show all that.
You want to take some pictures with Marcella?
Yeah.
You can do some stuff with your son as well, if you'd like.
Oh, yeah,
Like that,
please.
okay. Now, you want Barbara to style it. Barbara Warren.
She's good.
And you should probably get together and go over the wardrobe you have with her from some of the tours, and also find out what your needs are, and then talk with Barbara, then I'll get a budget going for your pictures, and we should do that soon, right? Next few weeks. Also, I want you to... Yeah, but I want you to stop by the office, too, and look at... Do you have a new bio? Have we done a new one, or do we need to update your bio?
We need to update my bio.
I think we need to do that.
But do I get to keep the clothes?
Do you have a release date? You have a release date?
No, I don't have a release date.
But, you know, I need to be ready, because when Shug says go, we got to go with it. So that's why I want to be prepared. Just want to do it. Now, do you have anything? You going away at any time soon for anything, or can we go right to work? I know you said something about you might be going to a spa or something.
Right, but...
Yeah. I think you're looking great. Why? You want to lose weight or something?
Yeah, I need mud baths and, you know, facials and everything, because I want my fans, they miss me, I miss them, and, you know, we all have to take care of ourselves.
Well, I think you're looking good, but if you think you need to lose some or something, then...
Maybe 10 more pounds.
Yeah, all right.
I think.
But you're looking good. The rest has been good for you.
And can I tell my fans that this is my hair? I grew it. Remember, like, it was so short, really. It was like, and I grew this. So, if you see any edit, then that's not mine.
Yeah, well, we may put some on.
We may put...
Because sometimes for pictures, you know, for the looks, we might have.
This part's mine. I'm on top of it and everything that I'm trying really good to feel.
You know, you're telling all that. You know this is BET. You're telling all this shit.
It's the truth, you know, and I'm trying to grow it for you. And these are mine. Remember, Donnie? Remember? These are my eyes.
This is really my baby. This is my child.
These are my eyes.
This is my personal Betty Boop here.
I want to keep that. We're trying to keep it real here.
This background for you? Is this what I'm hearing? This is one of the tracks from you? Oh, this is the title track.
Yeah. Single Black Female. I don't know if it'll be the first single, though.
You don't?
It's the title of the album.
Well, we'll talk about that soon. That's a good title. Who named it? You?
No, actually,
You wrote this,
I
right?
wrote it, but the guy named Drama gave me the idea.
Well, I like that idea, because it'll be easy for me to promote that. Single Black Female, that's, you know, not only is it timely, it could be controversial, you know. And also, you're single, black and female now, huh? So you let people know you're single again, huh? Miss Chalet is single, everybody.
Send me postcard numbers.
Oh, my God. Oh,
And I grew up, you know.
This is my baby. Is that
Are
good?
those your hands in five? Remember the hand?
Wow.
Yeah, that one. That's his hand. All right, great, good. Yeah, congratulations on the nomination.
Thank you.
That means a lot. Your life has changed dramatically in the last 3 years, and then particularly in these last 3 months.
No doubt.
Okay?
No lie.
This has been a big difference. What's it mean to you, especially these last 2-3 months of your life?
It is a good reward for the patience of being in the maximum security penitentiary. You know, all the times when I could have acted up, or all the times when I could have went one way and I was like, I know this ain't forever. I'm going to just ride this out, and I know it's going to be my time again. And now it is my time again, and I appreciate everybody that wrote me letters, telling me to be patient and wait, everybody that, you know, helped me to see that, you know, as long as you got your faith, you know, you can ride anything. There's nothing too scary where I'm going to just give up, you know what I mean? I've seen hell and everything after it, so.
There's been some very interesting articles out recently. This man here is responsible, Papa G, getting a lot of press out about you all. Let me ask you a comment about one of the things that I read. Certainly you're here as a family now. You all call this a family.
Mm-hmm.
What's it mean for you to be here with Death Row?
It means that I have to give my 110% so that all the rappers under me can give their 110%, so that everybody else, all the peer rappers like the Dog Pound and Snoop, to give their 110%, should give his 110%, Papa G give his 110%, and that's what makes Death Row Death Row. That's what makes us have record-breaking album sales and things like that, is we give 110%. So for me, it's good. It just means that, you know, I'm somewhere where if you're persistent and efficient, you get rewarded. And that's what everybody wishes for.
Your focus seems clear. I think, like you said, being in maximum security certainly does a lot of things for one's head and one's focus and desires and dreams. You come out, you hear a lot of controversy going on right now about rap. Just Time Warner dropping Interscope and a lot of things that have resulted from people saying it's a bad image, it's bad for young people. Tell us your comments on that.
I said so many comments on this, but basically it's a hypocritical view, because what you're saying is it's okay for us to live in the dirt, in the gutter, in less than human conditions, but it's not okay for us to tell people that we're living in these conditions. Everything was cool, you know. The ghetto was okay. It was habitable until we started talking about exactly what were the repercussions of living this type of lifestyle. What happens when you live in this kind of environment? What type of person it changes you into? Now all of a sudden it's like you can't talk about that. But this is what we live in. We don't have a choice, you know what I mean? It's either we really kill people, do dope, sell dope, and have murders and do all this crazy stuff, or we talk about the fact that we got so close, man. If it wasn't for this rap thing, we would really have to do A, B, and C. You know what I mean? And that's not good. That's not nothing to look up to, but that's the truth. That's how it is, you know. Every human being inside your chest or your stomach or whatever, we all given from God the survival instinct. And everybody has to live. Self-determination. You have to live. You have to be able to live and survive and live like a human being, not like an animal. So whatever it takes to live like that is what happens, whatever it takes. If you put Bob Dole in those conditions, he would do the same thing. So would she, Dolores Tucker. If she wasn't so rich, she didn't have the pearls, and she didn't have the NAACP backing her up, and all these conventions and coalitions backing up, and she was by herself, and she was on welfare, she would love our music, because she would know what this music brings. She would know where we're from, what we're talking about. But from where she at, she can't understand, and I understand where they're coming from, because now that I got money, it's hard for me to hear a lot of the stuff that we got to listen to, but I can't be a hypocrite, though. I got to understand, it's only a few dollars that's keeping me from being that right there.
Image is everything. Papa G is taking good care of you guys, you know. Tell me what it means to have George Price behind you all, out there in terms of publicity, really getting the word out, and the truth, as you all want to speak it. What does that mean to you?
I think that, along with the other artists on Death Row, Snoop, Dog Pound, Trey, everybody, Nate, we're all outstanding in our field. And I think that Suge, in terms of being a manager, CEO, he's outstanding in this field. I think that Papa G is just keeping that tradition along by being outstanding in the field of publicity and getting the things that we have in our head to the heads of millions of people, and letting them see what we see and look at it how we want them to look at it. You know what I mean? Like the vibe cover, that's how we feel, like a mob, like a family. You know, we want people to see that. Not mob like guns and things, but mob like family. Like, you say do this, we do this. And like with the New York Times cover, that's like the ghetto coming home picture. You know what I mean? With the cash and all that. Every time somebody come out of jail, they got to take those kind of pictures. They got to get their humanity back from all the days they had to bend over and have some man looking in they, you know what I mean? For all the times they had to strip naked, for all the times they had to cut their visit short and couldn't hold their girl and couldn't kiss their girl. Now you get to floss like that. You know what I mean? Now you get to act like that. And it's not because I'm going nanny to other people. It's because I'm doing this for the guards. You know, for the people who thought I was guilty, for everything. For all the people who didn't believe that it could come to this point. I mean, look, they could shoot me 5 times, call me a rapist and throw me in jail, and I'm going to bounce back. I'm not going to give up. You know what I mean? That shows
the resilience of a young black male and a death row inmate in particular.